Hello, it's Glamstract here, another video, another review. And this is part 2 of my previous video of testing new products, not on my face, but just being descriptive about it as much as possible because I think that's the best way to really make somebody fall in love with a product. I'm going to try my best, like I did in my previous video. Thank you for watching it. And let's get into it. I start at random. I don't pick any particular order of face application, just random. I'm gonna start with mascaras. I have the Bad Girl Bang Mascara from Benefit, and I have both the shades Power Blue and Wild Plum. These mascaras are beautiful, absolutely stunning. And whoever knows me, I am the queen of foundations, but I am also the queen of colorful mascaras. I love a mascara that has color. The beauty of this mascara, apart from their pigment, really elongates your lashes. It makes them longer somehow. They stay put, they don't flake up. There's no flakes in there, there's no fluff. It literally just cream. Absolutely stunning, nothing else to add to it. And then another one is the Maybelline Sky High mascara. The Space Diamond is a new color. It's literally just glitter. It gives no color. You see glitter attached to your lashes, and normally I like to apply first a base of mascara and then I go with the glitter over the top just to sparkle it up. This is so pretty. This is really fun. This is for having fun, really. It's just cute. For lipstick, I want to share with you the 31 La Rouge by Chanel. These are the famous glass lipstick that are inspired by Chanel staircase in 31 Rue Carbon in Paris. These lipsticks are quite expensive and they are stunning to look at. Shade number 1, Rouge Beige. As much as they cost, I wanted to love these lipsticks, and I do not love this lipstick. It dries my lips out. I mean, it's a lovely beige. Lovely, lovely beige. It makes my lips slightly paler. It gets rid of that pinky edge that my lips naturally have. Kind of neutralize them a little bit, and I love that. But it's drying. And this is not even the matte version. This is supposed to be the satin version. So I am not sure. Next, this is a lipstick slash blush from House of Labs. Blush creme, but can be used on the lips as well. I have in the Glassy Hibiscus. This is the product. It's lovely, it's quite creamy, it's a lovely shine, it glides on beautifully. Powder, specifically loose powders. I have 2. So I have the newest Power Gold Skin Diamond Micro Powder. This is stunning. I love this powder. First of all, it comes in a huge jar, huge puff. It's just stunning. It has a little bit of diamond dust in there. I don't know if it's actual diamond, but it does have like a touch of sparkle to it, but it's very subtle and it's like a veil on the skin, really, really soft. A little bit goes a long way of this powder. It is soft matte, it's not totally mattifying, which is quite nice. I prefer that. The next powder is the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, the Light Catcher. Now, this is the one that is meant to be like a luminous setting powder. People can tell me whatever they want. This is not a luminous setting powder. This is a highlighter. It's a loose highlighter, loose pigment highlighter. This, I tried it and never again. I'm ever gonna try this powder as a all over the face powder. This is not a powder. This is a highlighter, and I'm gonna use it as such. I'm gonna keep using it as such. I'm not gonna use it as a setting powder because it was stupid when I put it on my face. It was really, really stupid. I looked like a disco ball and it wasn't cute at all. As a loose powder highlighter, it's lovely. It does its purpose. But do not advertise as a face powder because it's not. A single eyeshadow. This is the high pigment eyeshadow from Kiko Milano. The shade is... Where did they keep the name of the shade? Oh, 37. Just simply 37. This really does it for me. It's lovely. It's got really nice white color. Really, really white. These days I'm all about white eyes and red cheeks. Clown, basically. But yeah, I'm obsessed. Sometimes I use these under my eyes as well when I feel like I need more brightness. Just like a loose, very light touch with the brush, and I just softly apply it under the eyes just to get that brighter look. I have quite a bit of powder blushes that I'd like to share with you. First one is from House of Labs by Lady Gaga, Color Fuse Blush, and I have it in the shade Watermelon Bliss. As I was saying in my previous video, and as I was saying just a moment ago, I am all about the red blushes these days. And this blush is lovely and red. Literally like a watermelon. Beautiful. Now, just like that Armani Flaming Red Cream Blush, you need the tiniest little amount of these on the cheeks, just like a little 1, 2, and blend with your brush because it's got pigment, very, very pigmented, which is really good. It stays on beautifully all day. It's stunning. Chantecaille has these beautiful, pretty, small powder blushes, and I picked 3 of these. I've picked the bee, the turtle, and the butterfly. You know, the bee was gold at first, but then first application, the gold was gone, but you're left with this beautiful color, almost like a rosy, peachy pink tone, and they're so soft, so easy to use, so travel friendly because they're tiny but packed with pigment, which is really, really good. They're long lasting. I'm going to show you now Bliss, which is the butterfly, and it's just stunning. So this is such a pale nudie pink that honestly, it's just for those days that you don't want to wear much on your skin. This is just going to give you a really, really soft touch to the cheeks. You can almost not see it, and that's the beauty of it. Last but not least, the turtle. Here we go in more coral. Definitely like a slightly deeper coral. The Rouge Blush Color and Glow Dior Riviera Blush and Glow. So these are the newish blush slash highlighters from Dior. I picked the shade 257. So it's the pink and it's got a slightly more champagne-y highlighter on the side. Lovely blush, but I find them they're too hardly pressed into the pan, which sometimes I find it really hard to get both pigments out of these. And the next one is also from Dior. This is the Rouge Blush. It's a new blush, the 449 in Dansante. Is a satin one. I don't know if it's limited edition, might be permanent, but the color is just up my street. It's just a beautiful, natural, very, very similar, I have to say, to the butterfly that I showed you from Chantecaille. This, look at this. Isn't this just pretty? In fact, I do need to put them side by side now. The Bliss by Chantecaille and this new Dior Riviera. The Dior is slightly deeper, but very, very close, don't you think? Now I want to talk about concealer and corrector. First one is by House of Labs. This is the Triclone Skin Tech Concealer. I did not enjoy this. I'm just going to say it right away. I did not enjoy this very much. The shade is 05 Fair Peach. There's something about it. Don't know what it is. Maybe it's a little bit too thick. Could be that. It creases a little bit too much, even though all concealers creases, but this creased a little bit too much. It just, I don't know. I don't know if it's because it's got that skincare infused that maybe has affected the formula a little bit, but it's not one of my favorites. Not one of those that I would reach out so often. And in fact, I haven't reached out for this particular concealer in quite a while. It's because, you know, when you go on with your day, you want to make sure that the products that you use are going to stay all day long. When you go to work, you want to look your best. You don't want to end up having, like, I don't know, sinking into pores, creases, not sitting on the skin nicely that it moves around. You don't want to end up looking like a mess, especially when you have like a corporate job. You don't want to do that. So that's why I always end up reaching out for the best products. These are the All Hours Precise Angle Concealer from YSL, and I picked both 2 shades. I picked the shade LN1 and LN4. It is really, really good. Really, really good. Speaking of concealers, actually, I have a Moan. They have discontinued my absolute favorite, top one, my go-to every day, special occasion, no special occasion, anytime concealer. the Laura Mercier concealer, which, oh my god, I can't remember the name. I got it right there. But you know, it's the one that has obviously a transparent tube and it has a black lid, similar to this, but it's like in a round, long pot. They've discontinued it because they've launched a new one which has a white lid instead. I haven't tried that one. I cannot comment on that one, but I am heartbroken from the fact that they have discontinued my favorite. In fact, I've tried to repurchase it and it's out of stock now everywhere. I've asked a friend of mine that works in the beauty industry, and I asked her to check for me, and she found it. I used the shade 1N, and I said, get me 2, please. I send you the money right away, and she kindly did that. Thank you, Bindi, for doing that for me. What I love about these is that I don't need to set them. I do not set these concealers. They are a soft matte. They set themselves quite beautifully. They don't crease as much. It's just a beautiful everyday concealer. Now, a corrector. This is the Prism Libre Skin Caring Corrector by Givenchy. And this is the blue. I worked for Bobbi Brown years ago. And, you know, Bobbi Brown is all about correctors. And I used to use those and I loved them. But I never ventured out for green, blue, red, you know, those kind of correctors, because I never fully understood them. But now that I understand them and I know what they do, they're a game changer. This blue. Sometimes what I do, I apply this blue corrector under my eyes and then I go with a foundation over the top. It just gives you that instant brightness, because what the blue does is to get rid of that sort of dullness skin, like the dull gray. The lights are turned off on your face. You need a little bit of brightness. That's what the blue does for you. And the beautiful thing about these is that they're not so highly pigmented. This is really, really light. This is extremely thin formula, and that's what I love about it. And it does brighten my under eye quite beautifully. I do though need to invest in a good green concealer. I don't have one yet, because my nose is always a different color compared to the rest of my face. I have this feeling that my nose does not get enough blood. Does the nose get blood? I'm sure it does. I'm sorry, this is like a dumb moment for me. In fact, if you have any suggestions, green corrector, let me know in the comments down below. Last but not least, it's actually perfumes. I have 2 perfumes here, which I already knew about this perfume for quite a long time, and I don't know why it took me such a long time to get my hands on these, because these are stunning. And this is actually a recommendation to use them together that I got for one of my very good friends called Maria. Hello, hi Maria. She suggested to use these 2 specifically together. And I said, okay, very good. I got one already and I loved using it on its own. But when she introduced me to this pair, I was like, you're a genius. I need to get on board of this and I need to start using it. And I've started and I've stopped since. I'm talking about the Guerlain Shalimar Eau de Parfum Soufflé and the Guerlain Santal Royal perfumes. These 2 together, they're absolutely stunning. It's a mixture of a bit of oudi, but a mixture with a fresh but powdery, creamy at the same time, and elegant Shalimar effect to this. So mixed together, these marry really well. These are all the products that I wanted to touch base with you today. Thank you for watching this part 2. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? Have you used any of these products that I have used in this video? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you agree with me. If you disagree with me, I'm happy to hear your opinion, because I'm always open for opinions. You know, opinions are opinions. And let me know what I should try next from any of these brands. What would you like to hear from me? If I have the budget, I'll go out and buy it and review it for you, because as I said in my previous video, I do not get paid to make videos, so everything that I buy comes out of my bank account, and I'm not rich. Okay, so I cannot always buy everything you guys suggest me to try, as much as I'd love to, but I can't. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. But also, if you didn't like this video, give it a thumbs up as well, because why not? Let's spread the love. And while you're here on my YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe. It will really, really, really help me a lot to grow. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye.